Welcome to today's episode of Garden Chit Chat. Thanks for coming. Bienvenidos. Good morning. Bienvenidos. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Garden Chit Chat. Today I was going to talk about planning. And the reason why is because I have written down, well, let me just show you guys. This is my garden notebook. Different things, little flowers, all related. And on this side is the companion planting guide. I just wanted to jazz it up. It's just a composition notebook, and I just didn't want it to be a plain book. But anyway, I have written down my first frost date, my last frost date, and I do that because you need to plan accordingly. So my last frost date will be March 12th. That is not when I want to start planting. That's too late. I need to start early. I'm going to start January. I'm going to start around January 15th, around then. And I'm going to start inside. I'm going to use my Diva Den. I'm getting a little section now that I'm going to be able to plant and put my grow lights and get everything going. And as soon as March comes in, I'm going to very closely look at the temps. Make a note of it, jot it down. Look at the average temps. And if the temps are favorable, everything's going to go outside. By that time, those plants should be mature enough. They should have their true leaves. They should be ready to go outside. That means if this is a plant that matures in like 50 days, that means by the end of April, maybe May, I'm already eating off of that. And so I've got a continuous succession of food going, because at that point, I'm going to start more so that I can keep having food and eating throughout the whole growing season, which, by the way, my growing season is 253 days. So that's plenty of time. Now, this is the end, or it is kind of wrapping up the winter fall, because there's only 98 days left. And I say only, but really that is still enough time to do something. You have to think, if I drop a seed and it takes 7 to 10 days, we're going to take those 10 days away. We got 88 days left. Let's just round it to 80 days. And so from germination to harvest, I've got 80 days. There's a lot you can grow within that 80 days. So I'm going to still be doing that. But today's video is about planning. So I talked about last frost date and first frost, just so I can get in mind what I'm going to be growing and how long I have it. Now that's important, because if you remember, I got the loofah seeds. Well, I did know a little bit about loofah. I did, but I did a lot of research, guys. I'm sipping, by the way, on some caramel latte that my husband made. And actually, he knows I love orange, so this is actually his cup, but he gave it to me. Now, sorry for drifting off, but oops, sorry about that. So the loofah takes a long time to grow and mature. In my notes, I wrote down it takes between 150 to 200 days. So if my growing season is 253 days and it takes 200 days, I've got to start way before March 12th. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start early January to mid-January to start those seeds. And I've also, in planning, need to figure out where I'm going to put it. It needs full sun. It loves sun. In addition to that, it needs to be trellis. So I've got to figure out where I'm going to put it. There's certain spots, I've been watching my yard. There's certain spots that have full sun and certain spots that don't. They have partial sun, but not full sun. I'm looking for the spot that can give me the most sun. So that is important. Also, too, I have to consider that a lot of people, from what I've read, a lot of information said that you can scratch the seeds, then soak them overnight to help them germinate quicker. So I need to take that into consideration too. Yes, it's only a day or two. However, I'm trying to get optimum success. So that's what I need to do. So, what are you planning? Have you started planning your spring and summer garden? If not, think about it. You know, everybody's situation is different. My first frost, or excuse me, last frost is March, but somebody's might not be till April or May. So you got to go according to your zone where you live. I'm 8B, and I'm here and loving it because I love the long growing season that I have. I have a nice amount of time to grow, so that's great.